Yeah, scripturally it says that God is no respecter of persons. So God is not.
It's a big thing to deal with.
It's not. But it respects or corresponds to its own nature. Respects consciousness. So to the degree that you open up, then to that degree it gets to express itself. So it doesn't look over here at Mary and say, you know, Mary's a good lady. She's never broken all the rules. She's followed societal rules perfectly. We're going to really give her some good stuff. If she hasn't awakened and doesn't know herself and is not in alignment, the universe doesn't care how good that person is. Whatever the definition of good in that cultural sense, it can't come through. A person can be a sinner, whatever, a bad person, a person that's done some very negative things, and have an insight, and suddenly see the real nature of his or her being, and then suddenly the universe starts rushing through them in ways of such profundity, of creativity and love, or whatever, and people will say, well, how did that happen to that person? I knew that guy. That guy was a terrible guy. And now he's glowing, and all of these wonderful things are happening. Because the presence doesn't care. It's not a respecter of persons, only consciousness. So the ramifications are tremendous. Again, it doesn't matter what's happened historically. In an instant, and it may take a long time to create that instant. Your mind will have to be prepared. Your mind and heart have to be prepared. But in an instant, something can rush through an individual. And when I think of individual, I'm thinking of I'll go back to the word undivided, of which individual comes from. The real individual is undivided from the whole, whether they know it or not. So the ramifications of what you're saying are awesome. So when we talk about the religion of the future, when I see it or feel it, it's the religion of creativity. It's basically a mandate for us to flesh out our unique talents and gifts and capabilities and bring them into expression as an extension of the presence of God. So that we're not here on the planet hoping to be good, to die, to go to heaven, or we're not here on the planet hoping not to create karma. If people have this idea of heaven being some fixed place that you're going to go to, and it's over, whereas what we're talking about here is something that is evolving forever. So I always define heaven as the realm of ever-expanding good. That's real heaven.
But the good you're speaking about, it exists here in this world.
It exists everywhere. But you have to be able to catch it.
Right.
Yeah. So when we talk about how does this thing feel, this presence,
how does God feel?
Yeah, it wants us to be free, that it can express its nature through us.